Good morning. At this time, Nelta will lead us in our opening meditation.
Good morning, everyone. It's so good to see all these faces. If you would, please join me in the morning meditation and gently close your eyes and take in some deep, relaxing breaths. Relax all the muscles in your face, down through your neck, down through your arms, your torso. Enjoy the way that feels, letting go and allowing. Relax all the muscles in your legs and down through your feet. Just let go. The living spirit is right here where I am, within, around, and through me. I want you to visualize a beautiful silver crystalline waterfall. It sparkles, it shines, it's very beautiful. I want you to see the beautiful crystalline waterfall through the crown chakra at the top of your head. And we're going to let it move down through the chakras in your body. As it moves down through the chakras, the flow of energy will expand out into all of the cells. It moves down through the third eye chakra, sending healing energy throughout the head area and every cell in that area. And it moves down through the throat chakra, sending out healing energy to every cell in the throat chakra area. You can feel the energy. It's beautiful and peaceful. You know it is healing as it moves through the body. Just enjoy the way that feels. And now it's moving down through the heart chakra and it's sending out energy to all of the cells in that part of the body. The healing energy is moving down to the solar plex chakra and it's sending healing energy to all of the cells in that area of the body. The healing flow of energy is moving down to the sacral chakra and it's sending out healing energy to all of the cells in that part of the body. And now the healing energy is moving down to the root chakra and it's sending out healing energy to all of the cells in that part of the body. You can feel the healing energy moving through all of the cells of the body. It's beautiful and peaceful and has great power. It heals everywhere it touches. It's moving throughout all of the cells in the body. The body has all of the energy that it needs to remain balanced and in harmony. Any excess energy that the body does not need to function in complete balance and harmony is passed out through the legs and feet. Anything that the body does not need is passed out through the legs and feet. It's passed out to the world as excess energy that anyone else can use. The living spirit is right where I am, within and around me. I am in spirit. Spirit is in me. Spirit knows in me. Spirit sees through me, thinks in my mind, acts through my act. Feel yourself go deeper into a state of relaxation. This well, spring of life, flowing up through me knows no obstruction, no congestion, no imperfections. There is a pattern of perfection at the center of my being, a divine and heavenly pattern of wholeness. Every organ, action, and function of my being is spiritual. The spirit is perfect in every part of my being. Just breathe in the knowing. Now the body is in complete balance and harmony. I have a good body. I have a strong body. I have a healthy body, and my body is functioning in complete balance and harmony. Functioning absolutely perfectly. This is the way it is and the way it shall be. And so it is.
So it is. Ah. Thank you, Zelda, and all your helpers.
Our accompaniment to our meditation.
That was beautiful.
That was really great.
Beautiful.
Really centered me. That was really good. Good morning again. For our vision and mission statement, please stand and let us read together our vision and mission statement along with the Declaration of Principles. Our mission statement: CSL West Georgia is a joyful global community where everyone belongs. Through our unique spiritual teachings, we provide a safe environment to experience compassionate living. And our Declaration of Principles: I believe there is one creative intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe my purpose is to allow this divine mind to express in, as, and through me. I know that this divine presence is a power for good, which responds to my conscious use to create a life filled with health, love, peace, and success in all things. I use it now, and I rejoice in it, and so it is.
Please remain standing. I'm sorry. I want you to get your exercise in this morning. Okay, sit, stand, sit, stand. Remain standing. This is our gratitude song. I'm grateful to be here this morning, and it's always good to see all of you. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. And I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. Yes, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Let's sing it one more time. I'm so grateful. 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 Sounding good. Yeah.
Now we will have a reading by Lily.
Yay! Woo, woo, woo. Get up here. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay. Before I do my reading, I would like to do the reading. I would like to take a moment to ask everyone. Tomorrow is Memorial Day, and I would like ask everyone to take a moment of silence during that day for the men and women who transitioned in service of their country. So thank you. Okay, the reading today is taken from Living the Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. And the chapter is The Discovery of God is Personal. No one can find God for us. Each individual must do this for himself or herself. We cannot find God outside the self because we cannot go outside the self. There is no place where we began and God leaves off. We can find God only within ourselves. At first, it seems almost blasphemous, as though one were setting oneself up as God. But such is not the case. One is merely setting oneself up as a center in the consciousness of God, forever one with God, an incarnation of the universal. The gift is not of man's endeavor, but of life itself. This is the gift made from the foundation of the world and is self-evidently true. It does not look as though we could discover God within the self because we look at ourselves and say, well, look at me. I'm poor. I'm weak. I'm miserable. I'm unhappy. I'm disconsolate and forlorn. And you tell me that I shall find God in the middle of all this chaotic mess, which I call myself? Well, it does look discouraging. But still, we must consider that the starting point, for there can be no other place to begin on the road to self-discovery, the discovery that leads back to the original force. Gradually, as we share the belief in separation from our consciousness, the chaos produced by it, the inhibitions and inner turmoil, we emerge on the other side of this chaotic mass and find that heaven was waiting there all the time. Nothing has happened to it, as in the experience of the prodigal of old. The Father's house was still where it always has been. But just wishing, hoping, or longing will not bring about this self-discovery. There must be a persistent and painstaking attempt to separate everything from us that does not belong to the spiritual man. Now, how shall we proceed with this? First of all, we should have at least a sound mental equivalent and psychological basis for a new conviction. And then we must detach all confusion from the mind by identifying ourselves with the spirit. God is not poor. God is not weak. God is not unhappy. God is not frustrated. God is not in lack, and what is true about God is true about ourselves. Therefore, there is no unhappiness to the real self. There is no insecurity in the spiritual ego. There is no frustration in the mind of God within us. Others may show us how they did this, may even suggest how we proceed. But this is a path that every person must walk alone. Yet not alone, because forevermore there is a spirit that beckons, a presence that feels out towards us as we feel towards it. Someday we shall all rest in its warm embrace. But there should be no morbid outlook on this. For why need we encounter more unhappiness? Why not think of the opportunity as one filled with peace and fraught with opportunities? Let us all then accept the simple fact that the road to God is through the self, and that the pathway to an ever increasing experience can be filled with joy. We can sing and dance as we go along. And why need we deny ourselves the privilege of immediate union? For all the long tomorrows will be but continuation of long tomorrows. Why not find life here? And why not find life now? And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you. I was texting with Reverend Merle, and he suggested the Namaste song, and I couldn't remember which one you were talking about. So Connie found one. So this is a new one.
Blame it on me.
This is by Karen Drucker. We invite you to sing along. Is that good? Namaste, namaste, I see the beauty in you. 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 In your eyes I see a light that's shining through. You radiate such grace, I bow to you. Namaste, namaste, I see the beauty in you. You can sing it with us. Namaste, namaste, I see the beauty in you. You give your loving heart for everyone to see. And the way you live your life inspires me. Namaste, namaste, I see the beauty in you. 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 Namaste, oh namaste, I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see power in you. I see the power in the power. I see you. I see you. I see you. Namaste, 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 namaste. I see the power in you. I see the courage in you. I see you. All right.
Wow. I see the beauty in that. I do indeed. Well, now it's time for our speaker, Reverend Merle, and I always enjoy his talks. Reverend Merle is a staff minister at the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta. Today, the title of his message is What If? Reverend Merle.
That was so beautiful, I don't want to do anything. Yes, yes, indeed. Namaste. I see the beauty in you, and that is God. Okay. Get back to the start here. Okay. Good morning. That was such a beautiful song. It just has us laid back, but we're going to pump up the energy now and get going and get the energy of God flowing. And so the title is What If? So what if we start this morning by shaking things up a bit, getting the energy moving, by saying yes to life, God's life, 3 times, okay? Okay. Yes, yes, yes. All right. God is in you, as you, and through you. I want to repeat that. God is in you, as you, through you. Repeat that with me, but say me and I. God is in me, as me, and through me. Because God is in you, as you, and through you, God is your life force, and it is whole, perfect, and complete, and all is well. Your life is whole. My life is whole, perfect, and complete, and all is well. All right, now we're awake and alive, right? We're going to move forward. What we know from religious science is that everywhere present, there is life. Life is everywhere present with the capital L, aka God. God is everywhere present. I'm saying, my keyboard just came up. Let's see, turn it, and maybe it's happier this way. Go away, keyboard. I've been typing on this way too long. I'm not going to do it. Okay. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, where was I? So therefore, God is everywhere and everything. God is present everywhere. And God is in everything all at once. Isn't that amazing? Imagine not just this room or this state or this beautiful globe that we live on, but I mean all of that out there. God is everywhere, and God is present everywhere. So there's not a spot where God is not. So there's no need for you to ever to feel alone. There's no need for you to feel like life has passed me by. You never need to feel like, well, I don't have enough, because you have it all. God is with you right there, wherever you are, wherever you go. So where is God? What is God? God is you. God is me. God is the chair you're sitting in. God is the table you're resting your coffee on. God is this beautiful sanctuary. God is everywhere and in everything. So I'm wondering, I'm asking myself as well, because I write these talks for me as well. I'm asking, are we respecting God? Because God is everything. So what if we realize before we judge that we're judging God? Now, the appearance that goes with that may not think God's there, but God is there, whatever that might be. Maybe you can see God in the sunset at night. That's easy. That's beautiful. But can you see God in that homeless person that's dirty and grungy and grimy? Can you see God in someone that has different colored skin than you have? Can you see God in someone who has a different gender preference than you do? Or someone, this is the big one, or someone who was involved in a violent crime. That person's God. Every inch of that person is God. There's not a spot where God is not. The only difference between that person and me or you is they made wrong choices. We are free to choose what we want in life. We are free to choose our destiny and everything involved in our life. Our life is nothing but choices backed up by God. So I want you to turn right now to your neighbor and say, you are God. Let's go one more. Let's say, I am God and you are too. Say it. I am God and you are too. I am God and you are too. You pat that chair that you're sitting on, go, I'm God and you are too. And when we finish today and we have this wonderful food provided for us, that's all God also. Everything is God. Sometimes we get ourselves painted into a corner and we can't get out because that's all fresh paint. And we think, I'm all alone. We'd be surprised to know exactly how many people in this country, in this world, that feel like they're all alone without anybody or anything else in their life. It's sad. I took a graduate class on the Bible at Rice State University. And it was a class on the Bible, and it was taught by a rabbi. It was a great class. We had a good time because I already had my degree, and the other people were new to this. So between two of us, we just went back and forth with all kinds of things and ideas, and we really had a good time. When the course was over, I asked him, I said, would you like to go out to dinner sometime? And he goes, no. I said, why not? He said, I always eat alone. And I felt sad for him. I said, why do you eat alone? Because when I eat food, that food is God's body. And I bless every bite of that. And I am grateful for every bite that I have with God. And so it's a very sacred, special place for him. And I never thought about that. You know, how many of us, how many people do you see parked 10 deep in a fast food restaurant, going to take a bag home? Are they really honoring God in that? I mean, I'm not saying not fast food, but I mean, the thing is, we're on such a fast track anymore. Hurry, hurry, here. You see the people going like this, you know? I mean, there was 3 accidents on the way when I came here today. Everybody's in such a big hurry. Why? What is so important at that other end that you have to risk your life and others and lose track of everything? I mean, I left extra early today, and I just set my cruise control and went, this is a lovely day. But those people are going like this. It's not a lovely day for them. They're all full of crazy energy, and they're not honoring the moment, because moment by moment, God is with us. Right now, God's sitting on my shoulders, whispering into my ear, saying, come on, get them on track. Let's go. So I want you to take this day with you today, and every day, through all your days, you come to see God in everything and in everyone. Because I see the beauty in the God in you. Namaste. There was an atheist, and he was walking through the woods enjoying nature, and all of a sudden there's this big bear shows up. And bear gets up like this, and the guy says, well, you're supposed to get bigger and taller and they'll scare him away. And it didn't work. And the bear kept coming closer and closer. So he turned around and he took off. And he ran and he ran and he ran. And he looked back over his shoulder, and the bear was almost on top of him, and he tripped and fell. And he's looking up at the bear, and he's getting ready to swat him. And he goes, God, please save me. God, please save me. And God says, you've been an atheist your whole life. And you want me to save you now? Yeah. He said, well, then make the bear a Christian. Done. He opened his eyes, and the bear was on his knees praying, said, thank you, God, for this meal. Gotcha. This talk today turned out exactly what I needed to hear. And that's where they usually come from, what's either going on with me or I'm experiencing or I need to experience. When I started to write this talk, it was going to be how to heal the blahs. Because I've been there many a times, and maybe you have too. But as I was working with it, it just wasn't feeling right and just wasn't coming to me. Then all of a sudden I hear this voice says, well, what if? I go, well, what if what? Well, what if? So I started to look at that. What if I don't remember what to say here this morning? See, I goes dead, and I go, what would you like to talk about today? Or what if I have a brain fart and it's not working? I'm going, oh man, come on, I got this together. Well, I thought I certainly would feel better if I knew everything. I'm trying to move out of that, but I've been kind of that A plus B equals C guy. If I know what A is, I know what B is, then I know what C is, and I feel safe because I know what's going to happen. But the problem with that is it's not very spontaneous. It's not very, very alive. And it's not the least bit a good way to open yourself up to the unlimited possibilities of life in order to celebrate life with a capital F in all its fullness. I'm asking you, what are your what ifs? What are your what if questions? We all have them. However, you will have to answer that, and maybe you'll look at that after we get through today. But you'll have to ask your own questions about my what ifs. Was your what ifs from lack of limitations? Or from the other side of the coin, if only? That's not what I'm talking about, not the what ifs. What if is about yourself and what you are going to do in life. They're all thoughts of lack of limitation that can back you up. But you need to say that this morning that you're seeing where we're going here. Do you see where you're going with this? That there's always this little what if sitting here on the shoulder and say, well, what if I'd done that different? Or what if this? Or what if that? Or the other side of the coin is, if only. If only I'd done this, or if I did that, or if I had this, I could do that. There's always something. And that's just an excuse for not accomplishing what you know you could have done, but you didn't do it. Yes? Yes. Okay, somebody agrees with me. So let's look at Ernest Holmes here. He's got some good, he's in all these pages, I'm sure he's got something good to say. He says, science of mind is not a get-rich scheme. Neither does it promise something for nothing. It does, however, promise the one who will comply with its teachings that he shall be able to bring greater possibilities and happier conditions into his life. Amen. Can I get an amen on that? Yeah. Yeah. And so when you're doing a what if, on the positive side, you're opening yourself up to those unlimited possibilities that are available to you. Everything and anything is available to you. God is everything and everywhere. So it's just waiting for you, like to pick the fruit off a tree. What if I eat this? It'll taste really good. So what if you had all the money you needed to do whatever you wanted to do? I'm talking about all of it. I'm not just saying enough to pay my rent, enough to buy a new car, enough to these little things here. What if you had enough to do whatever you wanted to do? Would that be good? Yes. Would that be good? Okay. So I'd like you to kind of just get comfortable and close your eyes with me, and we're going to do a little process. Just breathe and take it easy. So what is keeping you from doing it? You have all the money you need. You have the unlimited supply of the universe. All your needs are met. All you need to do is tap into the infinite supply of the universe. And God will provide you with everything you need to accomplish your what if. Now visualize it being manifested. What is that? If you had all the money in the world and all the time to do it, already waiting for you, what would you do? What would you do differently? Visualize that. Visualize it manifesting right there in front of you. All right, now open your eyes and be here now. Be here now. Ernest Holmes taught us that there's a power for good in the universe, and we can use it. There is a power for good in the universe, and we can use it. Are we practicing the principles of science of mind? Yes. No, maybe, sometimes. It has to be a commitment. And it's difficult because you bump up some things with, oh, this is hard. It's not like the way I expected it to be. Whatever. Step back. All things are possible. God is everywhere present. God is here right now. God is with me. God is in me. God is guiding me and directing me. Let it go. Let it come from inside and not out there. Outside stimulus always gets to us because we get drawn into the physical and then we react on that level. But stay centered. Know that all is well. Ernest Holmes also said, along with many other things, the science of mind is based entirely upon the supposition that we are surrounded by a universal mind into which we think. This mind, in its original state, fills all space. It fills the space that man uses in the universe. It is in man as well as outside of him. As he thinks into the universal mind, he sets a law in motion, which is creative and which contains within itself a limitless possibility. Get it? Yeah, let's do it again. Get it? Got it? Good. Okay. Not only must we believe, we must know. These words are synonymous. You can't have one without the other. You can't have one without the other. They are two sides of the same coin. When we say, what he's saying is, we are surrounded by infinite possibilities. What are we surrounded with? Infinite possibilities. I'm going to ask you to join in here with me today, okay? So what are we surrounded with? Infinite possibilities, yes. And through the creative principle, what principle? The creative principle, yes. The law of the universal mind, the law of what? Universal mind is the law, the creative medium. What is the law? It's the creative medium. And the law always says yes. What does it say? Yes. What does it say? Yes. What does it say? Yes. It always says yes. But that's the good, bad, and the ugly about this. Because it'll also say yes to lack, limitation, and negative thoughts. The law does not judge. It's neutral. It just always says yes. When placing your word into the creative medium, which is an unchangeable, immutable law that always says yes, what does it say? Yes. Because it is its nature to do so. It can't do anything else. That's it. It's nature to work and do whatever's placed in it. It does not say, no, I think you're not going to like that. It doesn't say, no, not that one either. Okay, you're going to like that one. No, it accepts everything you put in it, and you're constantly putting into that creative medium the law, thoughts, and some of them are not whole, and some of them are not positive, and some of them are not for your highest and best good. So we have to rein in our mind and be aware of what? Yes. I'm reminded of the story of a man who went out hiking. And he came across this beautiful cliff, and he was looking over the side, and it went way down, and it was so majestic. And he started to turn, and he tripped, and he fell over the side. And he grabs onto this branch from a tree that's him, and he can't get up, and he can't go down. He's saying, God, help me. God, help me. Please, God, help me. And his voice says, let go, and you will be okay. No, God, you don't understand. If I let go, I'm going to die. Let go, you'll be okay. Is there anybody else up there? We have to trust God is always there, even though if it looks hopeless, even if it looks like it's beyond what we think we can do. If God says yes, then it can be done, right? Yes. No matter whatever is put into the law, even negative if onlys or what ifs, it can only say yes. The law always says yes. Back to Ernest Holmes. The law through which man operates is infinite, but man appears to be finite. That is, he has not yet evolved to completely understanding of himself. He is unfolding from a limitless potential, but can bring it into experience only that which he can conceive. So it's there. Everything you need to do, whatever it is you want to do, it's there. It's there. It's right there. There is there. You just have to be open to possibilities. Open to the possibility. Remember, it is done into you as you believe, right? It is done unto you as you believe. So whatever you put into the law of believing, it will not only manifest, it has to manifest because it is the law. Get it? Good. You must be careful about what we're placing in that law and make sure that it's for our highest and best good in order to manifest the desired outcome that we wanted. Unknowingly, we have let negative thoughts creep in and get in our way into our subjective or conscious mind. And in our subjective and conscious mind is all the crap from whatever has been thought ever since man could think. It's all in there. It doesn't go away just because you go, I don't believe that anymore. It's still there. You're just not believing it. So everything is in this subjective mind, this subconscious. It's kind of below our conscious awareness, but it's there. Remember the example I gave you that you go to workshops and seminars and all that stuff, and we put all our stuff in there, and then we go, okay, it's right there. I'm gone now. And we just drag it with us every place we go because it's right there. It never goes away. You have to acknowledge that it's there, and then don't let it guide you and direct you to what you do. All that stuff can just stay there. When you say, why is this happening to me? I have to ask, what have you been thinking? What have you been thinking about? You may say, well, I've been worrying about this all week. You've been worrying about it all week? Well, then you've been putting that into the law all week. Then worry. What if? What if it doesn't work? What the opposite side of the positive? And so it manifests. Ta-da! The law works. Worrying is stewing. That's from one of my good friends, Wayne Dyer. He would say, worrying is stewing without doing. Going to bed worrying about, well, tomorrow's tomorrow. An infinite number of things can happen between now and tomorrow. Worry is the biggest waste of our energy. Dragging all this stuff with us going, oh my. Kind of like Eeyore, not much of a donkey not much of a tail for a donkey. He's stewing without doing all the time. I know I put a lot of time on this subject about the law, and all the teachings of the science of mind are important. But this one, you really got to grok it. I've used that with you before, grok. Maybe it's a really good scientific magazine called Stranger in a Strange Land. It's kind of a sci-fi thing about like Jesus. These people, astronauts went to Mars, and they put a colony there, and one of the couples had a child, and something happened. They were dying off, and then all that was left was this child. And the United States said, we need to go up, because he's being raised by the Martians now, by the way. We got to go get him. He's one of us, got to bring him back. So they went up and got him and bring him back here. And he was working miracles and telling these great things. And when he wanted his followers to get what he was saying, said, I want you to grok this. Jesus said, when he wanted you to get this, he said, truly, truly. Or in Aramaic, it's amen, amen. So whenever he said truly, he's saying, get this is important. What if we use what if to see, to dream, to embody the truth? I just got up all my emojis. So you are unlimited. You are powerful. The one mind is God's mind, and that mind is your mind. It is the power that works for you and through you. The one mind is God's mind, and that mind is my mind. Let's say that. I'll say it again. The one mind is God's mind, and that mind is my mind. Okay, let's say it. The one mind is God's mind, and that mind is my mind now. It is the power that works for and through you. I've written a lot of stuff here. Let's go down with it. So God is in you, as you, and through you, right? Right. God is in me, as me, and through me. Let's say that. God is in me, as me, and through me. Again, God is in me, as me, and through me. You're just going to have to get up, go out there and say, what if? And then go for it. You're going to have to get up and go out there and say, what if? And then go for it, because you are unlimited. Yes? Yes. Okay. I'm reminded of a dear friend, Udo Utokwan. When I was in the school of ministry, I met him and we became really dear friends. He's from Nigeria. And he had an illness that was really not good for him. And he didn't want to go down that path. He tried everything he could think of. And one day, he found the Science of Mind magazine. And he read it. And he loved it. And his eyes got real big and said, yes. And so he tried to find every magazine he could. And he searched and searched. And he came with more magazines. He read them over and over and over. And guess what? His condition started to change. He healed himself through the principles of science of mind. We can all do that because we're unlimited. We have that power. And then he said, what if I could become a religious science minister? He thought that would be wonderful. So, guess what he did? He grabbed his bag, didn't have much money for a man of color in Africa, was able to get to the United States somehow and show up on the doorstep of the religious science headquarters in Los Angeles. And he came there and he knocked on the door and he said, I am Udo Utokwan. I'm here from Nigeria and I want to learn science of mind so I can be a minister. Well, headquarters just turned him away and said, when you got money? No, they didn't. Going to the school of ministry is expensive. Buying books is expensive. Living is expensive. They put him in an apartment. They gave him a job. They gave him a scholarship. They gave him money. And he graduated a religious science minister. He went back to Nigeria and he started a church and 12 study groups. That was 40 years ago. I don't know how many there are in Africa now. But look what one man could do because he said, what if? There is unlimited power. What if? It's backing you to do it, to complete it, and accomplish your goal. So Udo was correct when he said the only correct answer to what if, he said it would be wonderful. If you will say, wait up, what if, to that desire in your life that you wish to accomplish, it will be wonderful. Get it? Good. God bless you on your journey of what if. God is with you all the way. Let's have a prayer. Father, Mother God, infinite source, and that which is everything, everywhere. Thank you for being who and what you are. Thank you for being in the lives of everyone in this room and everyone everywhere. Thank you for being in the food that we eat. Thank you for all that happens and all that's around us. It's all you. And we're grateful for that, because there's not a spot where God is not. I know right now that God is working in each and every one of us here to see the light, to see the way, and to be able to say, what if, and accomplish that. Because the law says yes, and it must do that. And so therefore, that physical form that God becomes is the blessing to you. And I say, thank you, and so it is. Amen.
So it is. Thank you. What a wonderful talk. Thank you very much. I have the perfect song for this message. It's a song I wrote called Totally Possible. Your ways are dying, so let us begin with power and humility. We're not afraid to say we want it all. It's a world of possibilities. We created this wonderful group. There's so much we can do. We can take the world apart and put it back together new. And innocence will rule the world. Kindness will be gold. And trust will be our currency. With love beautiful and bold. And it's all totally possible to have all our dreams come true. It's totally possible. Our dreams are magic, they're birthing for the world. And I'll hold yours here in my heart. And as dreams manifest in our reality, let the celebration start. We created this, and there's so much we can do. We can dream a million dreams, and they will all come true. Yes. And kindness will rule the day. Compassion will be gold. And trust our only currency. With love beautiful and bold. And it's all totally possible to have all our dreams come true. It's totally possible. Move to abundance from scarcity, from isolation to community. With loving hearts we trust what the universe holds for us. We created this place and all of you, and there's so much we can do. We can take the bread apart and put it back together new. And gratitude will rule the world. Kindness will be gold. And trust will be our currency. With thy love beautiful and bold. Sing it with me now. It's totally possible to have all our dreams come true. It's totally possible. Oh yeah, it's totally possible. It's totally possible. Thank you.
Let's give a hand to all the young people that are here with us today. You can say, thank God for them being here today.
Absolutely. Here he comes. Hey, Chris.
Yay, me. Thank you. Well, that was great. Reverend Merle always has a great talk. And I get it.
You got it?
Good.
Good.
See, yes.
You got it?
All right. And of course, our musical stuff was great too.
Well, thank you.
Of course. Okay, so we've come to that part of the service of conscious giving. It's now time for conscious giving to our community. Money is a spiritual activity. Spiritual giving is an opportunity to express our gratitude and open our consciousness to receive greater abundance. It is the practice of participating in the circulation of universal good. We have 3 ways to give here at CSL West Georgia. You can put cash or a check in the envelope found in the bulletin. You can donate online by accessing your personal Breeze account using the Breeze mobile app on your phone. You can also donate electronically with your phone by using the information found on the back of the bulletin. This information is also being placed in the chat window for our online viewers. If you donate online using your phone or your Breeze account, please put an online giving card in the collection plate to acknowledge your contribution. If you do not pick one up at the door, Ronnie will hook you up with it. Now, as one consciousness for prosperity, let us say together, freely I give with a feeling of abundance, knowing that my gift blesses others and myself as well.
Freely I give, freely I give, giving from my heart and from my soul. Freely I give, freely I give, and the gifts come back to me tenfold. Lovingly I give, lovingly I give, giving from my heart and from my soul. Lovingly I give, lovingly I give, and the gifts come back to me tenfold.
And together we say, I am grateful for the divine givingness circulating abundantly through my life, our community, and our world. All right, announcements. Next Sunday, our speaker will be Reverend Bronte. That's always fun. We are so fortunate that she will be our speaker the first Sunday of every month for the rest of the year. That's awesome. That's awesome. We also have a birthday party, Dawn's birthday party, and I'm going to have Dorothea come up and talk about that.
All right. Dorothea knows about parties, that's for sure. She knows how to party, right?
Hello, everyone. Our esteemed member, Dawn Scotland, is having a birthday. Can I say which birthday? Her 12th birthday.
35th.
And that will be on June 1st, though her actual birthday is the 30th. So we're having a birthday brunch from 12 to 4, and we're having it here at the center, and we hope all of you attend. Please bring whatever you choose. We'll have quite a bit here for you. This is going to be a celebration like no other. Happy early birthday. That is Saturday, June 1st from 12 to 4. It's going to be a great time. See you there.
All right. Thank you, Dorothea.
Parties are always good.
Always.
Always. Visitors, if there is anyone with us today for the first time, please raise your hand so that our usher can bring you a welcome packet. I think everybody's a regular, though, so we are good. Affirmative prayer treatment. If anyone would like prayer support, please see our practitioner, Shauna, after the service, and you can use the privacy of the office for a prayer treatment. Also, we have prayer cards over on the credenza. If you fill one out and put it in the white box, the cards will be collected at the end of the service. Any treatment will be done for you during the week. Social media. Please connect with us on all of our social media platforms. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. The more you connect, the more visible we will be to others, and the more fun everybody else will have. Closing affirmation.
Wait a minute. I have an announcement.
Oh,
okay. Father's Day, June the 16th. My dear friend, Connie's dear friend, Susan Mahoney Kane, she's an opera singer from Los Angeles who has done a pop album of positive music, and she will be here to sing for us. So,
wow.
Yes, and I know you all remember her singing "Oh Holy Night" and a lot of things for us when we were still doing everything online back during COVID. So please come and welcome her.
Wow. Sounds great.
I know.
All right. Closing affirmation. Let us stand and say our closing affirmation. We go forth today knowing that we are God's blessing in the world. Only good comes from us. Only good comes to us. And so it is.
Let's all get in a circle and sing the peace song. We know that the world needs a lot of peace right now. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With Spirit as our Creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow to take the